I'm going to be ranking the best Galaxy Opal cards right now in NBA 2K23 Myteam. We have a tier list here ranking from S that goes all the way down to D tier, and we have about 35 of the best Galaxy Opal cards in the game. Let me know in the comment section down below which is your guys' favorite Galaxy Opals to be running right now in Season 7. But looking at the first Opal card here is going to be Trevor Ariza. I would say you probably put him somewhere in B tier. Like, he's just a really solid, Galaxy Opal card. Doesn't have necessarily any flaws if you look at him. 6'8" at the shooting guard position, 7'2" wingspan. He's a great defender. He's good at getting to the basket. He can knock down threes, and he does actually have some pretty good dribble sigs as well. So Trevor Ariza, just all around as a Galaxy Opal card, I think is going to be in that B tier category. Now AK-47, I think this is a really tricky one. Is he a top 5 Galaxy Opal card in the game? I'm not 100% sure. Same thing with Galaxy Opal Big Z. I think they're amazing at small forward and such good Galaxy Opal cards. Big Z being 7'3", such a big mismatch at the small forward and shooting guard position. And then you got AK-47, just a great two-way defender. He can defend most positions. He's got a great jump shot, good dribble sigs. I'm not sure if they're top 5, in the S tier category Galaxy Opal cards, but I'll leave them in A tier for now. Sean Livingston, I think you probably got to put in high B tier or low A tier. I'm going to go high B tier. Actually, no, I'm going to go A tier. Sean Livingston, 6'7" at point guard. He's one of the only good, free Galaxy Opal cards in the game. 6'7" at point guard though, 6'11" wingspan. He does have a great jump shot, basically the LaMelo Ball base, because the JT Thor base and the LaMelo Ball base are basically the same. And then he also does have the Cedi Osman upper on very quick timing. He's just got a great jump shot. He's got good dribble sigs with the Kyle Lowry size up, the Trey escape. I mean, this card is just super well rounded at the point guard position, and I think I'm gonna give him that A tier category. DeMarcus Cousins, I'm probably gonna go and C. He's just an okay card. He's 6'10" at power forward. He does have a 7'5" wingspan though, and a really good player model, so it does help him out at the power forward position. I would say he's a solid C tier Galaxy Opal. Gallinari, am I crazy to put him in D tier? I don't think this card is good at all. His player model is super small in game. I know he's 6'10" at small forward. I know he's got a 7'1" wingspan. His stats are kind of meh, to be honest, all around. His sigs are decent. His jump shot is kind of meh too, but the thing about this card, he just doesn't really do anything too crazy. If he had a faster jump shot or a better release, I mean, I guess I will put him I'll put him in C tier, but I think he honestly could be in D tier. Marc Gasol, I think, is probably going to be our first S tier Galaxy Opal. A 7'1" center power forward, has a great wingspan, good player model, great defender. He can shoot the 3 ball. He's athletic. He's fast. I mean, there's nothing really wrong, or there's no real flaws on Marc Gasol. He just does everything at a super high level, and I think he is most likely a top 5 Galaxy Opal card. Cedric Maxwell, I would probably put somewhere in B tier. Feels like a very, I would say B tier feels like a pretty smart place to put Cedric Maxwell. Just a really good small forward card. Same thing with Larry Hughes. I think he's probably also going to be in B tier. I've actually been using Larry Hughes, a lot recently, and he's actually a really good point guard for that budget tier. 6'5" at point guard, 6'8" wingspan, has a great jump shot on very quick timing. He's got amazing dribble sigs with the Kyrie size up, the Trey escape, Dame behind the back. He's got quick drops off one. He's got the normal leaner. He's actually got amazing defensive tendencies, 99 on ball steal, 88 contest shot, 88 block shot. He just gets really bumpy with that 99 on ball steal tendency, and then also is not a bad defender stats and badges wise. So Larry Hughes, I think for a Galaxy Opal card, actually going to be in that B tier category. Luol Deng, I think it's just another Trevor Ariza type of card. I think they're very similar at the shooting guard position. I think I like Luol Deng a tad bit more, but I think they're very close at the shooting guard spot. I would put Danny Ferry in A tier just because of his 3 hunting ability. Still one of the better offensive small forwards in the game, and still a very viable and runnable small forward. He's 6'10" at small forward, 7'2" wingspan, has an amazing jump shot with the O'Shea base, the Carmelo Anthony upper on very quick timing. It is still one of the fastest jump shots in the game. He's got amazing sigs with the Fox size up, the Curry escape. He's got quick drops off one. He's got front clutches. He's got the Trey leaner, pretty good defensive tendencies. I mean, this card all around, he's just a really good offensive small forward, and I think going to be one of the better Galaxy Opals in the game. Tom Chambers, I think I'm going to go C tier. He just doesn't really do anything too crazy for me. I guess you could put him B tier, but is he on the same tier as a Luol Deng and a Cedric Maxwell? I'm not sure. He's 6'10" at small forward. He does have a capable jump shot, but I'm not the biggest fan of his sigs, and his defense is kind of meh too. He's not a bad Galaxy Opal card. I just do think there's going to be a lot better in B tier. Steve Francis, though, I think is going to have to be our first D tier Opal card. He's really fun to use. He's great at getting to the basket. We know he's going to be a super quick point guard that's amazing at getting to the rim. He's just 6'3" and plays very little defense. That I think he's going to have to be in D tier. Rudy Gobert, I just don't like this card's jump shot. I think he's definitely runnable in game because of his size. He can defend those taller cards in the game. He can be a great paint defender. I just don't like his jump shots. I'm very inconsistent with this card with shooting a 3-ball that I think it's very hard to use him on the offensive end. I think you could argue B tier for Rudy Gobert, but for me personally, I'm going in C tier. Ricky Davis, I still think you got to give that A tier to. He's got a great jump shot, really good dribble sigs, and still is one of the better offensive Galaxy Opal cards in the game, especially at shooting guard. Danny Green, I would say, is probably high C tier. He doesn't really do anything too crazy. Like, he can actually, you know what, I'm gonna go Danny Green in B tier. I think Danny Green's actually a lot better than even I thought he was. Like, he's solid. Like, he's 6'6" at shooting guard, 6'10" wingspan. He's gonna give you great perimeter defense with a 97 steal, 88 block, 97 perimeter, 93 interior defense. He has some good Hall of Fame defensive badges. His jump shot is decent, and he actually does have great dribble sigs. He's got the Curry size up, the Trey escape, Zach LaVine behind the back, quick drops off one, and really solid defensive tendencies. So I think I'll go Danny Green for now in that low B tier category. Hedo Turkoglu, I think you probably got to put in S. I think he's a top 5 Galaxy Opal card in the game. 6'10" at point guard, has an elite level jump shot with the John Stockton base. The Trae Young upper is such a fast jump shot and super easy to time with. So I think Hedo Turkoglu definitely going to be an S tier. KPJ, I think it's really close to A tier. I might go high B tier though, but I could definitely see KPJ being an A just because of his offensive ability. I think, you know, Sean Livingston, Hedo Turkoglu are a little bit better at point guard, but I love this KPJ card. I think he's better than Larry Hughes by a decent amount. You know, I think they're kind of on that same tier though, gonna be in the B tier category. Kyle Kuzma, I really want to put him in A tier, and I think I will just because of his jump shot. 6'9" at small forward, great defense, has one of the best small forward jump shots in the game. I think he's probably just an upgraded version of Danny Ferry, or very similar to a card like Danny Ferry. Sean Marion, I'm throwing in D tier. This card is just not good. He doesn't really do anything too well except for play solid defense. Harold Miner, I'm probably going to put in B. He's a solid point guard. I think he's on that Larry Hughes, KPJ type of level at the point guard position. Chris Mullin, I also want to put in D tier. I just don't think Chris Mullin really does anything too crazy or great for your squad. Like, he just shoots wide open threes, has an okay jump shot, doesn't have that great of dribble sigs, doesn't have great defense or stats and badges. So I'm gonna put Chris Mullin in that D tier category. I think Miles Turner probably goes in B tier. I think he's a really solid Galaxy Opal card. He just plays good defense. He's a great shot blocker, has a capable jump shot. I think he's a solid Opal in the game. Joakim Noah, I'm gonna go at least A tier for now, but I really do like Joakim Noah and think he could definitely be in the S tier category just because of his defense. He's actually got a great jump shot with the Christian Wood base and the Scottie Pippen upper on very quick timing, so he can actually knock down threes very consistently. Paul Millsap, I just don't like this card. I'm putting Paul Millsap in C tier. I would definitely take Trevor Ariza, Luol Deng, Cedric Maxwell. I would take those guys over Millsap. Purvis Ellison, though, got to go in A tier. I think he's on that same tier as Danny Ferry, Kyle Kuzma. I think they're all very similar small forwards, and even AK as well. Michael Redd, I think he's okay. He was really good, or at least I thought he was really good when he first came out, but I don't know, that jump shot's super inconsistent for me. Glenn Rice, I still think you probably give B tier too. I know a lot of people probably don't use Glenn Rice anymore, but he was really good for his time, and I still think he's a very runnable shooting guard, being 6'7" with a 6'9" wingspan, has a good jump shot, pretty good dribble sigs, you know, is a solid defender. I think he's just an all-around very solid Galaxy Opal card. Richard Jefferson, I think, is also going to be in B tier. Jalen Rose, I think you probably got to put in A. He's a great defender, 6'8" at point guard, and has some of the best dribble sigs in the game. Sabonis, I'm putting Sabonis in B tier. I know a lot of people would put Sabonis in A. I always say this about Sabonis. He's a great card for most. A lot of people do like his jump shot, and I can understand why, because if you like his release and you can time it, he's a really good 7'3" giant center. Obviously could use some more speed, but he is super overpowered as a center card. I just don't like his jump shot. So for me personally, he's going to be in B tier, but I know a lot of people would probably put him A, maybe even S. Brian Scalabrine, easy S tier for me. One of the best small forwards in the game, just super well-rounded at small forward. Sean Bradley, I mean, basically unusable in game, gonna have to put him in D tier. Thurl Bailey, I'm gonna go high A tier for now. Tony Kukoc, I'm gonna go B tier, a solid small forward. And then we got Tyson Chandler, who I think is probably also gonna be in that B tier category. So now to move some of these cards from A into the S tier category, I'm gonna go Joakim Noah, I'm gonna go AK, Big Z, and I think I'm gonna leave it at that. I think Thurl Bailey is right on the cusp of S tier. If you wanted to put him in S, I think that's definitely fair to say so. I think it's a really close debate between a lot of guys in A and the S tier category. But let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about my Galaxy Opal card tier list? And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.